Raindrops. Now look, child. I love y'all. I do have a full-time job. Okay? Y'all were on me last night, this morning. Y'all threatened me like, Mr. King, we are looking for you to talk about all this stuff happening with Peter and Gordon, Purdue Chicken. I'm trying to not say that, allegedly, because I ain't trying to be in that situation. Hey, Candiace and Michael Darby, child, and Drew Sidora driving down 285 on Georgia, beating Ralph to file the paperwork for the divorce. Listen, I couldn't keep up. I could not keep up. It was too much going on. Too much. So I have a little break before. I'm literally dealing with a whole bunch of stuff on Huntsville and some other stuff that we got going on that I can't announce just yet. Stay tuned. Ooh, 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 ooh. So look, I'm going to give y'all what y'all asked for because I love y'all. I love the Raindrops. Y'all don't ask for much. Lies I tell. But I understand the assignment, and I'm going to give you, child, I don't know what's happening. I'm just happy that all of this has occurred after Black History Month has wrapped up. At least y'all started acting a fool on March 1st. So thank you. Well, some of y'all were acting fools in February, but we already addressed those things. So we're not going to regurgitate that, honey. Okay? So look, before I get into it, as always, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification button so you won't miss an episode the moment I drop it. And subscribe to Reality with the King podcast on Apple and Spotify so that you always have the audio version too as you're driving down your car, leaving Tampa, Florida to to file for a divorce, allegedly. So let's hop into it. So yesterday, I knew my day was crazy yesterday. That's why I said this breaking news of Ralph. At the time, it was reported by my good friend Dave Quinn that Ralph filed for divorce. I said, let me give my Raindrops this tea so that I can move on with my day. And child, the moment I hit upload, TMZ reported that it was actually Drew Sidora who filed 61 minutes before Ralph. What in the love and marriage Atlanta is going on here? And let's just get right into it. For starters, look, I would never make light of anyone going through a divorce. Some of y'all were like, Carlos a little bit too excited to talk about this divorce. First of all, y'all know my spirit. I work on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So trust me, I know all about divorce. Divorces doesn't faze me. And yes, thank you, Reigndrops, for saying, Carlos, you were also there for the divorce of Portia and Cordell. So thank you. I'm numb to a divorce. It doesn't mean I take it lightly. No, it's a serious topic. But I know Drew and I know Ralph, and I know more than y'all do. So let's just say I'm not taking it lightly because I think it's funny. That's not my spirit. And y'all know me better than that. I damn near cried and had a TLC waterfalls moment on my face, out of my eyeballs, crying about other stuff the other day. So y'all know me, I'm a human. I wasn't taking it lightly. Let's just say there's more to the story that I know. And it will soon come out. I can't say everything because I ain't trying to be like Candiace and Michael Darby. See, that ain't funny either. Candiace, you my girl. We'll get to that later. So look, Drew Sidora, who was giving you Sonia Richards Ross teas, ran down to the courthouse, entered through the same doors Bob Whitfield did. Hey, Bob. And sprinted down to beat Ralph. This goes to show you that something interesting is going on between those two. And it's giving me like, okay, what's the story here? I said yesterday that when someone says that this marriage cannot work out and that we're done, and of course, at that time, Dave Quinn did report that Ralph filed first. And I said, if a man files first, it means one of two things. He is, or one of them are into some financial situations. I said that, or sleeping with someone else, allegedly. Allegedly on both accounts. I said that because I work on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I created the franchise. I know about it. Then Drew Sidora reportedly and allegedly is saying in court documents that Ralph cheated on her, allegedly. Ralph misused her funds, allegedly. And that Ralph was mentally abusive to her, allegedly. So, unless gaslighting is mental abuse, I don't know if that's going to hold up in a court of law. And again, I'm not in their marriage. Ralph Pittman, not Sidora, not Ralph Sidora. Ralph Pittman is a gaslighter. Period, point in the blank. Now, Drew is alleging that Ralph mentally abused her. What we saw on The Real Housewives of Atlanta was gaslighting. So much so, the shady editors put together a Martin Scorsese film that displayed Ralph being the gaslighter. So we did see that. So I need to know whether or not that's what Drew was constituting as mental abuse. I don't know. Okay? I wasn't there. What we did see on this show, again, is Ralph was definitely the king of gaslighting. He gave Marcel Scott a run for his damn money. Okay? Okay. In terms of Ralph cheating, allegedly, like I said yesterday, honey, a heterosexual black man ain't going to Florida to visit Mar-a-Lago. Let's just say that, baby. A heterosexual black male is not going to Florida by himself and or with his boys to visit Mar-a-Lago, period. Now, he may go there to visit a Marlo. Come on now. Marlo better be an adjective. Look, he ain't there to visit Mar-a-Lago, but he may be there to visit a Marlo. And the gag is Marlo is from Florida, St. Petersburg, baby. Come on, baby. Marlo Hampton obviously is a gorgeous, statuesque woman. She's stunning. Marlo is single, and Marlo definitely has a way with making sure she's able to receive benefits from a benefactor, allegedly. So when a man, so let me talk to the girls. When a man tells you he's going to Florida and he's going by himself or he's going with his boys, he's going there to snatch a Marlo. Period. He wants a stallion. Marlo Hampton is a stallion. Now, look, I'm not saying Marlo Hampton, the woman is doing some things with these men. I'm not saying that. So let's that be clear before y'all say, Marlo, Carlos, child, I love Marlo. Marlo loves me. I'm saying the adjective Marlo, okay? A man wants a Marlo. A woman from Florida St. Pete, Florida, who enjoys a good time. Marlo enjoys a good time, a good dime. Speaking of which, Rav allegedly, child, Drew was saying Rav was in her Chase bank account, got her ABA number, her Swift code, child, and was misusing her funds. All I know is pimping ain't easy. Okay? And pimping ain't cheap. So if Rav allegedly is going to Tampa, Texas, Toronto, child, to the store to meet a Marlo, it ain't gonna come cheap. So we need to know if Rav allegedly was in Drew's bank account to withdraw some cash to pay for that ass. That's what we need to know, Ralph. And I love Ralph. I love Drew. This whole situation is so bizarre to me. It's beyond bizarre. And what's more bizarre is the fact that y'all were racing to the courthouse. What is going on here, Willis? Like, Raph, are you in Tampa and you hopped in the car and you was driving down the highway and you got stopped by the police for speeding and you missed Drew by 61 minutes, my brother? You ain't got 99 problems, baby, but a speeding ticket is one. Yes. Ralph. Brother. This is going to get very interesting, but this is the gag, because I know everything, allegedly. The Real Housewives of Atlanta just wrapped their season a few weeks ago. Okay. So you mean to tell me all the good stuff is playing out on social media? Now, we know Martell Holt from Love and Marriage Huntsville, my show, is on this upcoming season of Atlanta Housewives. We get to see what's going on with him, Sheree, and Kenya, and some things going on with that storyline that we get to see that's been said on my podcast and the blogs. But I think we're all invested in Drew and Rav's relationship and seeing what happened. Going back to y'all saying, Carlos, you weren't taking this story seriously. You were laughing too much. Mind you, out of the 50,000+ people who watched the video, only 2 of y'all said it. So let me just address it. Let's just say, allegedly, some folks have moved on. Some folks have moved on and some folks have moved out. So if they, allegedly, if they moved on, then should we be sad about this divorce? And I also think one of the biggest things about a divorce is, look, there's a reason why we have a divorce. Not everybody's meant to be together. You could leave a situation, not feel sad. Do we want to see a Black family not be together? I don't want to see no family be together. And I get Black love is everything, and I believe in Black love. I have a Black man. Y'all know he's African. No, he does not have one eyes. Hey, Kenya. Yes, one eye African, allegedly. Kenya more, Kenya more, Kenya more. Yes. That's an ode to season 6 of Atlanta Housewives, child. But my Reigndrops know that. Anywho, Black love is everything. But sometimes in Black love, you have to leave a situation to find Black love with someone else. And that's okay. Why stay in a marriage that isn't good for you? And a lot of y'all did say, Carlos, Stevie Wonder could see that this marriage was going to end in divorce. And I'm like, exactly. So why y'all saying, oh, this is sad? It's only sad if something destructive happened. And based on the court filings, listen, you coming for my money, that is destructive, allegedly. So Ralph, this is what I think happened. Since I was right yesterday about a divorce of that magnitude with those language had to deal with money and cheating, and allegedly, that's what happened. I'm gonna say something else to y'all, and hear me out. I really do love Ralph and Drew Sidora. If I ever had a love and marriage Atlanta, baby, I would have signed Ralph and Drew up. They are the Melody and Martell of Atlanta. Period, point, and the blank. I am invested in their relationship. It is something very interesting. Ralph is easy on the eyes and the thighs. Allegedly. And Drew is beautiful and she's so sweet. And I told y'all, did I tell this story when I met Drew Sidora? I met her once years ago. But then we got reacquainted at the She by Sheree fashion show because I was an attendee there to support my good friend Sheree. Hey, Sheree. And Drew had only one working ankle, so she was in a cast. And she was sitting down, and I walked up to her, and she said, "Do you like me?" And I said, "Yes, I like you." And she said, "Oh, I didn't think you liked me." I said, "I don't know why." She said, "Oh, because you don't show me any love." And I was like, "Drew, I really do like you. I like you. I like Drew. I think Drew has a lot of potential. Drew Sidora, and this is truly how I feel, and I did say this to Drew. I feel like Drew Sidora just needs the right person to guide her. You can tell she wants to give everything to the show. And I've been hard on Drew about sometime, girl, I feel like this is a TD Jakes Presents Lifetime Movie of the Week when I watch their scenes. Because sometimes I'm like, Drew, is Tyler Perry directing this scene? Because this is giving me good old Medea's family reunion, child. But I like Drew, and I said this to Drew on my podcast and in other ways that I think Drew Sidora has so much potential to be a great housewife. I just don't think she has anybody to help steer her there, but I do see the potential in Drew. And I really am invested in her. Yes, I'm hard on Drew. I'm hard on everybody. And that's because I want everybody to win and be great. So when I give you a critique, don't be mad at me and then call me and be in my DMs like some of y'all Potomac ladies were. We'll get to that later. I just speak my mind, child. It ain't that deep. Okay, anyways, I really want the best for Drew. I think what happened, in addition to what Drew alleged in her court filings, I think Raph got tired of being in Drew's shadows. It's hard for a husband to be in the shadows of his wife. I think Raph wanted more out of just being Drew Sidora's husband. It's so bad. I even called him Ralph Sidora by accident. And the moment I said it is when I had the revelation that we only see Ralph as Drew's husband. And what I know for a fact, y'all can like this or not, just like I said, more than 90% of housewives are in open marriages. And when I say open marriages, I mean, I see it or I don't see it and I ain't gonna say nothing. Do your thing. Sometimes invite them in the bedroom. We will sign NDAs. to just keep this man happy. That's what I know for sure. What I also know for sure is 95% of the housewives' husbands don't want to be in the shadows of the housewife. Period. And I think because the husbands don't get paid to be on the show, like I said to y'all before, sometimes the housewife pays the husband 10% of her check as a way of saying, come film with me and come on this cash trip because I need you. Because without you, I don't have a storyline or sometimes a job, allegedly. I just think Ralph wanted more out of being Drew's husband. And I think this reality show, The Real Housewives of Atlanta, I don't think it made Ralph happier than when they weren't on it. I think Ralph looked at it like, okay, people will know who I am. And I think it was tough. I said this before about Giselle's boyfriend, who I call Spencer, and y'all read me and said, Carlos, we love you, but it's Sherman. Sherman, let me tell y'all something. Y'all ran Sherman off the show. That's why Giselle ain't ever bringing a man that she really loves on the show. She may bring a man who's a friend that understands the deal, Leo. Giselle ain't never bringing a man she loves on the show no more. Sherman left the scene of the crime. He saw the writing on the wall. Hey, Destiny's Child. He saw the writing on the wall and said, oh, baby, I'm out. I love you, your green eyes, and this house, but I'm out. And I think Ralph felt the same way. Like, I'm people calling me gay, and I don't think Ralph is gay at all. People like to make up stuff, unfortunately, but that's a whole nother story. And then, Ralph being a cheater, pumpkin eater, allegedly. And then Ralph going to Tampa, not to visit Mar-a-Lago, but to visit a Marlo. Yes, Marlo, allegedly. So I think Ralph just had enough. Now, Ralph, look, if you snatched this phone away from Drew and she fell to the ground, I need to know, like, what is going on here? Because Drew alleged that Ralph grabbed her phone and it made her fall to the ground. Did I get that right? But Ralph did not push her. So that's why that's some dangerous accusations, because it will allow people's mind to go to other ways. And one thing about this podcast, I'm not ever going to go there without any real factual proof, because I'm not doing that. That's not. So we won't assume anything there. But like I said, I hope the best for them. I love Ralph. I love you, Drew, and you know that, Drew. And I'm praying for you and your family. Seriously, I'm praying for you and your family, and I'm praying for you guys to heal. And Ralph, my advice is to call Peter Thomas, Apollo Nida, and get some advice. Okay. So look, speaking of Peter Thomas, Peter and Mia. Yes, instead of Michael B. Jordan, Mia be lying. And Mia, I love you. Mia doesn't like that I call her Mia be lying. She doesn't like it. She doesn't like it. And I had to say to Mia, it's fun. It's fun shade. I love you, Mia. I even named your fan base the Mama Mia's. Mia, I love you. But Mia, according to these tweets, girl, I'm gonna have to keep calling you that until further notice, Mia. I know you tweeted today you're on a spiritual journey. I have a Bible for you, some holy water, a prayer cloth, and a cross. So call me, Mia. I love you. Only for today, Mia. I may refer to you multiple times. Instead of Michael B. Jordan, Mia be lying. Okay, so look. Peter Thomas, who y'all call Patricia, and Gordon, child, had a good old shade fest. Mia is alleging and she's doubling down on Wendy and Peter having something. And Mia, this is why the fans took on Mia be lying and started to hashtag it on Twitter and then adding you on it. And then Mia said, ha ha ha, whack. So Peter defended himself because based on the part 2 reunion that I didn't get to because I was too busy talking about colorism, child, and having an emotional moment. Oh, Lord Jesus. In the part 2 Potomac reunion, Mia alleged that Dr. Wendy and Peter had something going on, something intimate. Peter just survived a sentencing by being found not guilty for allegedly choking Tammy Rivera, who is a reality star and the former girlfriend or fiance. Were they married? Let's just say former partner of Waka Flocka. Allegedly, they were accusing Peter of choking Tammy's cousin or niece or something like that. And Peter was found not guilty. So Peter was busy dealing with that. And I guess he watched part 2 Potomac with the girl that Mia slept with. That she said it, that was Peter's girlfriend, but she said that was years ago. So maybe they all were watching it, not Mia, because Mia's married. So I'm not talking about Mia in this present tense. Maybe Peter and his girlfriend was watching Potomac Child, and he discovered the allegations that Mia made about Peter and Wendy. I said from day one, I don't believe it. I will stand on top of that hill and say, in no way, shape, or form is Dr. Wendy having an affair with Peter or vice versa. Like, Mia, I love you, but we what? Drum roll, please. Mia be lying. So, child, Peter defended himself and said, don't be using me for our ratings. Child, he added Andy and Bravo and said, leave me alone, child. I'm going through a lot, honey, and I got time for this, child. I'm paraphrasing because Peter didn't say the word honey. He is not Patricia. So then he said, I don't know them that well, talking about Mia and Gordon, Mia's husband, Gordon. I also love Gordon. So Gordon, who never says anything, hopped on Instagram and read a script that Mia wrote for him. Child, Mia was behind that camera and said this. Child, allegedly. So Gordon checked Peter and said, child, if you don't know me, why did you ask for $60,000? This is even messy for me. Gordon. So Gordon alleged that Peter asked to borrow $60,000. $60,000! Yes, Nene Leaks. Remember Nene confronted Dwight. So Greg owes you, what was it, $10,000? Child, Gordon said, Peter, you wanted $60,000? And said, oh, you don't know us? You are the second man to hold my daughter. But you don't know us. Now y'all see why I created shows where the men have a voice, because I always told y'all the men are messy, baby. Come on now. So we have Patricia and Gina. Come on, Gordon and Peter. Patricia and Gina was going at it, honey. Yes. I'm being silly. I love Gordon. I love Mia, child. Before people get in their feelings. I don't need any more DMs from folks, child. You talking about me, Carlos, and I'm sad. I love y'all. This is all fun shade. Goodness gracious, the papers. Okay. So this is the gag, though. And you know, I love Peter. Me and Peter are brothers. We're both Libra men. He's born October 1st. I'm born October 2nd. Peter and I are very tight. He was also on this podcast. Child, I guess what Gordon said, child, Peter, Peter did a response and said, I'm out. And y'all know Peter likes to argue. So I don't know if what Gordon was saying had to be true, because I never saw Peter concede to a fight. He went toe-to-toe with Lanithia Monique Johnson Leaks once removed, honey. Yes. But baby, when Gordon clapped back, Peter said, all right, Balla, I'm good. I'm busy. I got too much going on. Bye. And then Mia tweeted, yeah, I don't be lying. Child, Mia said, see, I don't be lying. Sorry, I really love Mia. Mia is like nothing I've seen on reality television. Mia is so funny to me because I really think Mia just says what she wants at the moment and then be like, oh, I didn't mean that. It's like, Mia, but you wrote it. So then Mia tweeted something afterwards, a video of Wendy having dinner with Peter. It's like, Mia, no one is surprised that Wendy went to Peter's restaurant to eat his food. They had a business meeting. Unless you're going to send me something that is on, the XXX web, like, Mia, the receipt ain't receipting. The math ain't mathing. The proof ain't proofing. Mia be lying. Allegedly. And then Mia, after you posted a video trying to say this is proof, you then retracted your statement saying, well, I didn't mean it like that. I'm on a spiritual journey. Let me tell y'all, look, I know there's a lot of people who don't see it for Mia. Let me tell y'all something. Carlos Reginald King I, love me some Mia. Mia is interesting. And all I'm going to say is Mia and Gordon won that match. And I love you, Peter. Peter, come on the podcast. I love you. I'm going to have to give it to Gordon. Gordon checked it and Peter checked out. Yes. Okay. Last but not least, we have to get into Candiace Dillard and Michael Darby. Michael Darby is suing Candiace Dillard Bassett for $2 million for defamation because Candiace alleged, now y'all see why I be saying allegedly. Okay, so Michael Darby said that Candiace alleging that Michael received oral sex from somebody is defamation. He said that he sent Candiace a cease and desist earlier this year. Black History Month ended two days ago. So I think Michael Darby, who y'all call a colonizer, allegedly. Michael, they call you that. I don't call you that. I said allege. They're alleging, Michael, that you are that. Leave me alone, Michael Darby. I ain't got time for it. Leave me alone. Anyways, Michael allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly more times with Michael Darby because I ain't got time for these games. Candiace, girl. That's why y'all have to be saying allegedly. So Michael Darby is saying he didn't get on his knees to perform, baby. And that's what he said, child. He said, I didn't do none of that, allegedly. And that, I want Candiace to pay me $2 million. Now, look, as a creator, executive producer of shows, what I will say to you is this. Reality stars are all under contract. Obviously, if you're the star of the show, meaning you're in the main titles, like you're either holding a peach or a flute or an apple. Well, that apple is rotten, so no one's holding an apple no more. But, or in case of Love and Marriage, you're in the main title, whatever. You're under a contract. When you are a friend to the show, you're still under contract. So yes, when you're a husband, you're under a contract. It may not be like a contract with money because again, they don't get paid, but you sign a release. And in the release, they have clauses in it. So 99% of the time in everybody's in everybody's agreement, there's a clause that dictates you can't sue each other for defamation because all y'all do is throw accusations at each other. So imagine if all the stuff we heard Mia be lying say, love you, Mia. It would be courts of documents about defamation. So because Michael Darby filed a lawsuit, and let's be clear, anybody can file a lawsuit. Anybody. It's sad to say, it's sad that anybody can do it. A lot of times people do it for the media. It's for the optics of like, see, don't mess with me. And they may not win in court and the charges will be dropped because they don't have enough sufficient evidence. Blah, 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 blah. So a lot of times when people do this, they do it allegedly to make a point, right? I don't know the details because I didn't see Michael Darby's agreement he signed. More than likely, the agreement that Michael signed every time you saw his face on the show is a clause within there that talks about the anti-defamation clause, which is probably why Candiace hasn't said anything. Look, I'm not gonna get too much into that. Leave me alone. But what I will say is, we'll see if that math is math and child, because my personal opinion is it's not gonna go anywhere. It's to me, allegedly, is to make a statement. You're on a reality show. And yes, although Michael wasn't on the show this season, it doesn't mean that his agreement that he signed multiple times isn't going to stick in a court of law. So, child, more to come. I got to get back because Love and Marriage Huntsville is premiering really soon, and I have a lot of work to do. I got some episodes to watch and all this other stuff, plus Bell Collective. Ooh. Child, let me leave. But I will see y'all. Well, look, it was so much breaking news yesterday that I signed off saying I'll see y'all Sunday. So look, we'll see what happens. I may see y'all before Sunday. Let's just see. All right, you know what to do. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And I will see y'all soon. Bye.